Hi, I'm Donna Glenn, here with a brief look at medical inflation and workers' compensation. Our stakeholders consistently cite medical inflation as a top industry concern, and I want to demonstrate how we are addressing and responding to this issue. Over the last 20 years, cumulative medical lost time claim severity has increased by 59%. Medical inflation, as measured by the Personal Healthcare Price Index, or the PHC, this is the public index that most closely tracks workers' compensation severity. That index has increased by 53%. Let's take a closer look at what happened within this 20-year time period. From 2003 to 2009, medical severity outpaced medical inflation. And between 2009 and 2015, workers' compensation severity was flat, while the PHC continued to grow at 2% a year. However, since 2015, both the workers' comp severity and the medical inflation index have grown at a similar rate, a quite moderate 2% per year. So while the PHC is the closest publicly available index to compare to workers' compensation medical severity, it is produced annually, shown in orange, and it has a sizable lag between updates. We wanted a better way to track medical inflation specific to workers' compensation, and that's the reason NCCI created the Workers' Compensation Weighted Medical Price Index, or the WCWMI. This is a more timely index that is produced monthly and is specifically weighted to workers' compensation spend across categories. It's unique to NCCI and powered by data from the medical data call. And you can see the monthly variations shown in purple, and those could signal a potential trend change. Significant changes motivate us to take a deeper dive into the detailed medical cost categories to see what stories might be overlooked when only looking at high-level aggregates. So growth in NCCI's new index has tracked similarly to the PHC over the past 10 years. Next, you see a breakdown of medical costs in workers' compensation by category from the latest medical data call. And the largest area of medical spend is physician services at 40%. What's important is that this 40% generally experiences the lowest rate of price inflation, averaging less than 1% per year over the past 10 years. Facility services combine to also represent about 40% of costs, with roughly 2/3 of that coming from outpatient and ambulatory surgical centers, and 1/3 of it coming from inpatient. However, these categories, prices have increased around 4 to 5% per year over recent years. These trends largely offset each other and leave us with a moderate trend of 3% growth in prices overall for workers' compensation in recent years. So bottom line, medical costs are going up, but they have not experienced the same type of inflation as the broader economy. We are regularly monitoring medical inflation, and our Medical Inflation Insights report is available on ncci.com with all of these details and more, with another quarterly update coming soon. As a top industry concern, NCCI will continue to respond as we remain the source you can trust.